Hello everybody. Hoping everybody is having a happy Catterday. Just gonna wait a few minutes for people to kind of filter in. I'm hoping, like I said, y'all are doing good and having a good day. I'm hoping my camera behaves. It doesn't look like it's doing too great. It looks like it's kind of blipping. But we'll see what she'll do. Let's see here. Help. Oh, I don't know. That might have made it worse. Yep, after the new microphone, I think a new webcam is in order. Alright, today we are working on a very special project. There are some ladies in my life that are like absolute sisters to me. And I wanted to make them something that, you know, really meant a lot to me. My great-grandmother Inza, get this bead palette turned around right, had a family heirloom. It was a pearl necklace. Hi, Solar Hawk. It was a pearl necklace and she had given it to me and it had broken and I never put it back together. And not even for my wedding did I put it back together. So, I kind of wanted to show the ladies how much they mean to me. You know, I don't have kids or anything like that, so, you know, I can't really pass the necklace down to my daughter. So I figured I would, you know, pass out the beads to people, you know, to these ladies because they are, you know, sisters to me. So, how are you doing today, Solar Hawk? I did check out your music. I gotta figure out how to make it work because for some reason it does not, Streamlabs is not picking up my desktop audio. So I will fiddle with that probably sometime this coming week and see if we can get it working. Yeah, I'm doing okay. I'm in a little bit of a flare-up, but I'm hanging in there. I'm hanging in there. So, oh, look at those. Knows we're alive. You can't see her. Hold on, let me move. I'm sure this is good for the camera, right? Oh, you can almost see a face. You see her tail? There she is. She wants her attention. Yeah, I'm not sure if you can see, I got a bit of red going on here. And, yeah, a little bit of a flare-up, but we're working through it. Oh, thank you, Solar Hawk. Okay, no problem, Ronan. I didn't hear anything, so I don't know if that's just my end or what. I didn't hear anything, so... Oh, no, we don't want that. I'm not muted on mine. So yep, today is PJ Day, as always. Today we are sporting a celestial, it's kind of a pinkish purple. It's got sun, moon, stars, planets, clouds. Yes. And she hops up. Oh. Yep. This is our life right now. Weird. Why is it not working? She's rubbing all over my face. Alright, come on, honey. Get on down. Okay. She's being a little. Oh, I moved it too far. God, no tacks into my legs. See your eyeballs peeking up. There we go. Come on. Yes, I love you too. There you go, Mrs. Ronan. Kick that butt. Excuse me. So, okay. Since Ronan is here, I'm going to do her charm first. I picked out a pretty light blue Swarovski crystal for you. Let me get it on the thing so maybe I can, if my eyeballs work. So your pearl is going to go in between two of those. You're itty bitty tiny. And I know I'm probably not pronouncing it right. But pretty little glass beads. Or crystal. Yeah, tiny, tiny little things. So yeah, we're doing 2 of these charms. I did one early this morning because I couldn't sleep. This one I made for Killer Kitty. And she wanted a bracelet. So let me look at... Hi, Mel. So yeah, Ronan just wanted a simple little charm. So that's what we're doing for her. Just gotta get it grabbed right. So is everyone having a good weekend? Hopefully. And then after we finish these charms, because they won't take long to do, we'll work on subby petals and I think I got 3 more of those to do. And then we'll see how I feel after that. Maybe we'll even do a wreath. I did get the stuff brought over to do the wreath. That. Let me tell you, some of the findings you work with jewelry and stuff like that is so tiny that it's hard to pick up. Mel says, I've got a crochet blanket on my lap I'm working on, and a dog snuggled up to me too. All good here. How's you? I'm hanging in there. I'm kind of in the middle of a flare-up right now, so I'm a little bit achy. So I'm not sure if this is going to be a particularly long stream. We'll see how things go. You know, it's up to what my hands want to do and don't want to do. Now when you work with these little C-ring things, you never want to open them so that the rings kind of pull apart. You want to twist them so that way you're not weakening the metal. So there is our first tiny little sister charm. Quick and easy. Kick its butt. Tell it who's boss. Now the other lady, the third lady, she is not home right now. So she will probably be seeing this on the replay. For Squudge, amazing person. We chose purple because we all know Squudge loves purple. So it's going to be similar to Ronan's, just in purple. And of course, you know, pink for Kitty. Okay, I didn't hear that either. Are you guys hearing these? Because sometimes I have audio issues on my end. It's not showing up on my end. Okay. No. I'm not 100% sure what I'm doing wrong. I'm sorry, people. I used to be technological, but not so much anymore. Not so much anymore. Oh, of course. Well, that failed in epic fashion. There. This is how I was talking like, oh, I used to have problems making eyelets. You know. It gives me trouble. But I'm much better at making them now. But yeah, you want to slightly twist, not pull. So, and like I said, real quick, there is the other sister pendant, or charm. So there's the 3 charms, or 2 charms and a bracelet. Also last night, someone asked for Christmas, or for their birthday, this is for their birthday, for me to make them a butterfly charm pendant. I'm not sure if the hoops are too big, I might go smaller. But I made that last night too. And there's all that done. So let's put these somewhere. Because I plan on trying to use this and see if this would be easier to pick up the seed beads for the petals. Alright, put these away. My smoothie's separating. Aw, that worked. Okay, so Nightbot and Stream Elements are fighting for that one. Hold on, let me remove... Okay, that hug all worked. Is it because I'm using Nightbot and Stream Elements, you think, Ronan, that it's messing up? This might actually be too deep, so we'll just keep using what I've been using. My PC is not muted. At least I don't think it is. No, nothing's muted. For those that you have not seen it, this is our subscriber seed bead rose. Each subscriber gets to choose a color. So we've got quite a few. You know, of course, in the center are our mods, you know, who are the core of the channel. Let me check, because I think we did yours last, Mel. Oh, that's the wrong November. Yep, dark red was yours right there. I just forgot to click it off. Oh, duh, the pencil's right there. Got Mel's done. So we just got 3 more to do. Oh no. Yeah, because we did Starries. Ronin is light green. Artful Killer is another green. And then because Solarhawk gifted 2 subs, they got another color too. And they chose, I think you chose a yellow, didn't you? Yep. So yep, 3 more to go. Alright, so since I got the yellow out, let's go with the yellow first. And I have a feeling we're going to need that wire soon. Okie dokie. Thank you. Oh yeah, it's going to have all the colors. I have a feeling that purple and greens are going to be popular. Okay. Freckle measurement. So is everyone all set for the holidays? I just have 1 item to purchase. Well, I'm going to get him 2. I have a friend that I hang out with quite a bit, and he has a sweatshirt that he wears every time we go out, and it's seeing its last days. So for Christmas, I'm getting him 2 new sweatshirts, so he doesn't have an excuse that that's his only sweatshirt. And he has some nice ones to wear. I was tempted to get him 3, but I don't know. We'll see. So we got our 2 strands of wire put together at the end with the tail. Okay. Yellow. I need to do an overlay. Okay. Alright, we'll get to together with one another either later today or tomorrow, whenever you're feeling up to it, and we will figure it out. So for the time being, you know, we're good. I'll just, you know, keep paying attention, trying to. I don't want you guys hearing smoothie slurpy sounds, so I'm going to mute for just a moment. Oh, okay, if it's something easy, sure. Hi, Squudge, how are you? You missed your... Let me see if I can grab... Look at that, grabbed it right off the top. There's your charm. No worries, lurkers are much as welcome as everybody else. Yep, that'll come along with your care package. And little Luna's talking to us. Yeah. Are you being a brat? She's like, yes, Mom. I know you're crafting. Solar Hawk asks, how many other petals will you do for that rose? It just depends. I mean, until it gets so big that, you know, you can't put any more on them. So, you know, as long as people subscribe, I'll keep adding. I'm hanging in there, Squudge. Thank you. Kinda having a bit of a bad flare up, but I'm hanging in there. How you doing? Alright, I know I was doing something. Oh yeah, I was getting another drink. Let me see here. Let's get rid of Nightbot for the moment. Alright, I closed the browser page, so maybe, hopefully. Maybe, hopefully, we'll see. Oh, I'm glad your knee hurts less. I have not watched any Strictly Come Dancing or anything like that. I'm waiting for you to get home. I know. Well, my wedding was an early night, but that was mostly because Mom wasn't doing well. No, you can't have that. Silly. Cannot have that. Not allowed. Trying to play with the tools. Naughty. Little naughty girl. Yes, Luna must be the main focus at all times. She will remind me when she's not, and she thinks she should be. Alright, so we're working on the yellow petal here now. These ones are still glass beads, but they're a bit irregular, so I'm not going to bother really counting. I'm just going to make it so it looks nice and matches down to the tail and back up again. I saw something flash across my screen about ads, but I missed it. Yeah, Ronan did a lot of really great work. No, you can't have that either. Oh, brat. You have enough of my pencils underneath here. Little kitty horde. You can't have the mouse either. But Mom, what can I have? You have 100 toys scattered throughout this apartment. Well over 100. Go play with them. Alright, Squudge, much love to you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your trip and a safe travel home. She's trying to steal pencils and mouses and just anything that's not nailed down. Your treat tray is all the way over there. How am I supposed to reach it? I still haven't gotten any more lickies. Yes, we miss you. So. You are missed. Hi, Lady Cricket Bug. Welcome on in. How are you doing this Catterday? Oh, there goes one bead. Did my PJs catch it? Yes. Haha. Oh, what are you crocheting? Excuse me. Poncho for the oldest niece. Awesome. I was crocheting a market bag, and that kind of got put on the wayside so that I could do Christmas and Yule gifts. So I might might get back to it, I don't know. Crocheting is really more of a winter thing for me. A couple blocks over we have a summer and autumn time farmers market that I have yet to make it to in the almost 4 years I've been here. Alright, Squidge, take care, get some good rest. And we will see you tomorrow. I really like supporting the local farmers, and one of them started, they don't, their last time they came and set up at our apartment complex was actually the end of October, but they actually came to us, but I really want to support the local farmers, you know, so I want to get up there at some point. Night, Squidge. Are you behaving? You heard the word treat, didn't you? Alright. Like I said, it's not going to be in your tray, but... Oh yeah, definitely. And I find it tastes better for some weird reason. I don't know why. Alright. Little Miss has been given treats. I'll say they're from Auntie Squidge. Yep, fresher. Yep. There was a new kind of apple, and I wish I had remembered to write it down, that this lady brought. And it's not the Honeycrisp, but it's blended with that type of apple, and it was just so good. Let me tell you, I could demolish some apples right about now. I might get into my apple butter, make some toast later, and I make homemade apple butter. And I think I have 1 jar of it left from when I made it like 3 years ago. A friend helped me peel apples, and he got a little over ambitious. Not Pink Lady, it had the word crisp in it, I think. Autumn Crisp, maybe? But he peeled about 20 pounds of apples. So I had to wind up getting like this ginormous crock pot and made so much apple butter. At that point, I didn't care if I ever saw apple butter for the next 10 years, and now I'm down to my last bot. Oh, Nightbot's still working. Well, yeah, he was on a mission. He was massively on a mission. So he loved apple butter, and he hadn't had homemade apple butter since his mom, last made it, and she had passed away like 10 years prior, and so that man was on a mission. He got a lot of apple butter. I think we probably had close to over 40 jars of apple butter by the time it was all said and done. And, because I was peeling it too, not realizing he was going absolutely crazy. And, yeah, we wound up handing it out to people, giving it out as Christmas gifts, and I haven't had any in about a year, so it's about time. You've never had apple butter melt? Oh my goodness. It is out of this world amazing. It's like a apple sauce, but it's more smooth and consistency. And the recipe that I used came from my my great grandmother Enza. And Let me tell you, it started out, you know those big old cauldrons you see? You know, witches always gathered round? Yeah, they used them in real everyday life back in the day. And her recipe was for one of those. And I had to shrink it down, measurement by minute, you know, measurement by measurement, to fit into a crock pot. So it took some finagling, but I finally got it. Happy to say, I got it. And then handed it out to family members because, you know, great grandmother's apple butter was famous. And yeah, so I might crack into that a little later. Oh yay, it does work. Oh, I'm out of... Your mom still has jam pans like that. Oh wow, that's awesome. No, you can't take the webcam stand. You're just getting into everything today, aren't ya? She's like, I just want love and recognition. I'm so deprived of attention. Mind you, this cat and I would snuggle 24 hours, you know, a day, 7 days a week, if I let her. Uh-huh. You just like to drool on me. Yeah. That's alright. Mommy loves ya. Mommy loves ya. So anyone have plans this weekend? Or have you done anything? Are you crafting on anything? Alright, now if you see the camera blip, it's because she's trying to drag it off. It's a little too heavy for her. So if you see the camera blip, I notice like anytime I tap the table or it's bumped or something, so it's got to be something electrical, not the wire's not right. If you see the camera blip, it's her grabbing one of the legs of the webcam and trying to drag it off. Yeah, you're a little klepto. Steal anything your furry little mouth can get around. We used to make jams and jellies every year when I was a kid, and pickles and spiced pear and chutney. Yep, growing up we would pickle or can stuff every year. That's how we got a lot of our winter food. Was we had a huge garden, and we canned and pickled and jammed and jellied our little hearts out. We had a strawberry patch, a blueberry patch, a raspberry patch, everything and anything you could grow in New York in a garden. Squash, several different kinds of squash, corn, peppers, potatoes. We even had rhubarb and horseradish, which, by the way, be careful growing horseradish, it will take over your garden. Welcome back. I think if you type ! commands, it'll bring up the Nightbot commands too. Ronan. Oh, you were just adding those commands. Alright. I'm a dork. I admit it. again, I appreciate you so much for doing that. It's a huge help. We will eventually figure out the sounds. Okay, so we are at 1, 2, 3. So we got 2 more to go. And then our yellow petal will be ready to put on the stem. Yeah, a lot of fond memories. My dad would hunt, so that's how we would get our meat during the winter. He always got, a deer. So we would have venison and, beef jerky, and it sounds gross, but Dad loved his pickled deer heart, and it's actually not bad. There are certain things that I did refuse to eat, like no way was I eating the tongue. I'm not, I wouldn't eat the liver, but because I didn't like liver to begin with, but yep. Lady Cricket Bug says, it sounds like you grew up a lot like me. We always had a garden and there was always hunting. Yep. Always hunting and gardening. And to help keep the home warm during the winter, which is why I employed the same tactic where I live right now. 4 years where the heat keeps not working. Mom and I would bake during the winter. And, got my love of cooking and baking from her. So, I really want to make a pecan pie. Now, how do you guys pronounce it? Pecan or pecan? So I'm pretty sure I have all the stuff to do it. One of the things, my mom never measured, never wrote down recipes or anything like that, and for almost my entire life ever since she passed, I have been trying to figure out her pie crust recipe. Since I cannot figure it out, and my hands are yuck, I can't do a lot of kneading and rolling and stuff like that. I just buy the pre-bought pie crusts. I cheat. My mom would respect, that, do what you can do. So, I got one of them in the freezer. So, I figure, why not? Maybe I'll make the pecan pie tonight. I'll post pictures in the Discord if I do. Pecan, okay. Can. Lady Cricket Bug says, I'm from the South U.S., Mississippi, Louisiana, Tennessee. Yeah, when I lived in South Carolina, I noticed that, when I pronounced certain things, I'd get a dirty look and, be told the right way to pronounce it. Ooh. So, I still remember my first winter in South Carolina. Now, growing up in New York, you're used to sub-zero temperatures. Hi, kitty. Welcome in. No problem. Hope you're doing okay. But yeah, brain squirrel. My first winter down there, it was in the 50s and 60s, which is like flip-flop shorts and t-shirt weather in New York, So Dad sent me into the store, and I kind of noticed he was chuckling a little bit, and I'm like, what's going on? And I noticed like everybody looked at me like I was some escaped lunatic, and had corn growing out of my ears. And I go to check out after shopping, and people were like, kept stopping me, asking me if I was cold. I'm like, no, I'm comfortable. It's nice. You know, wondering what they were smoking. And at the checkout, now mind you, in the South, you go to a checkout, it's not like here in the New York where you're checked out in 5 minutes. Oh no, no, no. These people talk to you like they have known you your entire life and you are the best of friends. So this lady is checking me out. It literally takes her a minute to check out each item. And she's like, "You've got to be so cold." I'm like, "No, I'm fine." She's like, "Oh, you're a Yankee. That explains it." And I'm like, "What do you mean?" She's like, "Well, we had reports that, there was some poor lady that must not have a coat. And she was in here shopping and how cold she must be and seeing if anybody had an extra coat to give her." I'm like, "I don't need a coat. I'm warm." She's like, "Yeah, I'll let everyone know you're a Yankee." I'm like, "Okay." Lady Cricketbug says, "Yeah, I had that when I moved to the UK. Little old lady at the grocery store got uppity with me when I asked her how she fixed her kippers. I was corrected and told she didn't fix them, she prepared them. I think after that it dawned on her that I wasn't from the UK when I repeated it and said, 'Fine, how do you prepare them?' She was embarrassed and I was glad she was." Yep. Yep. Yeah, I was in a little tiny town, Abbeville, South Carolina, and yeah, it took people a while to realize, yeah, there's a new Yankee in town. My dad got southernized really fast, like temperature-wise, like, it dipped below 70, and he was, winter coat, and I'm like, "What is up with you? You lived like 60, 70 years in New York." He's like, "I just get cold easy now." So, yeah, I mean, New Year's Eve, I was sitting on the back porch, you know, flip-flop shorts and a, tank top smoking a cigarette, going, "This is life." There's no 8 feet of snow, it's not -40 out with, wind chill of -60, it's not that bad here, but it can get nasty. Okay, Ronan, I do have some emotes, not many. I have like the coffee cup, the kitty cat coming around the corner and meowing at you, and the kitty hug. Two are too small to really do too much with. They need to be resized, um, which I'll do eventually. But yeah, emotes will be on the to-do list. Let me write that down too. I found my pad, my notepad. Emotes and sounds. Solarhawk, are you still here? Yeah, see how it blips and stuff? It's because I touched the... Killer Kitty says, "That happened with my grandparents. They moved to Michigan, from Michigan to Florida." Yeah, but yeah, for those of you who have not been into the South of the United States, it's literally like everybody acts like they've known you for 100 years. You grew up together, you're best of friends. They'll tell you the life story, and it's just amazing. It's totally a different. You can say hi to them, and they won't look at you like you're a mass murderer, and they'll smile at you. I'm just sitting here, like, when I moved back to New York, I had gotten so used to being in South Carolina. You know, granted, I was only in South Carolina 2 years, and I've been back here almost 4. But I'll still like smile and say hi to people, and like I get looked at like I'm a mass murderer again. Lady Cricketbug says, "I gotta figure all the monetization stuff out now. I got my affiliate info today. Congratulations! But not sure I'll be able to go that route. Will depend on if it counts as extra income or hobby income, because I'm disabled and it could affect all that fun stuff. Hey, can we get a shout out for Lady Cricket Bug, please? She made affiliate. Thank you, Ronan. Congratulations, Lady Cricket Bug. You're welcome. Also, guys, if I've missed some of the chat, don't be afraid to repost a question or a comment or something until we get the sound commands fixed. I might miss bits of chat, so I apologize. It's nothing against y'all. I promise. It's just my dumb brain works weird. And sometimes I can get really zoned into a craft. Just the way I'm borked. So I may have asked, is everybody all set for the holidays? Do you have any more people to shop for or make stuff for? Are you all done? I could have asked something 2 minutes ago, and because I'm in a flare-up, I'll completely forget, so bear with me. Luna has decided to move off somewhere. Oh, she's sitting behind me watching. Mel says, Christmas is over a month away. I've not even started. And Lady Cricket Bug says, working flat out on prezzies. Lady Cricket Bug says, snap saying, flare up sucks. Dealing with that now myself. Gentle hug. Oh, gentle hug to you too. I'm sorry. Killer Kitty says, well, I need to work on some things. The flare has halted things. Yeah, I know how that goes, Killer Kitty. I definitely know how that goes, unfortunately. I'm sorry everyone's kind of having a rough time. It seems like with the weather change, and I don't know if it's for you guys, but it shouldn't affect it. But with the daylight savings time and the time changing, that messes with me. Mrs. Ronan says, I'm here, just eating a sandwich. Yay for eating! I was finishing up my lunch just as I started stream. Late lunch because it was at 3, or around 3ish. Well, I made it around 2:30. So, and if I don't say it enough, I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out, and even if you're just lurking or just have me as something to ignore in the background, I appreciate y'all being here. So y'all inspire me and make me keep on streaming, and brain blur. Sorry. Totally lost my brain. Mrs. Ronan says, I can't walk very well. Back and leg spasms are killing me, but plodding on. Aww. Oh, Hope you feel better soon, Ronan. Lady Cricket Bug says, well, I appreciate you being here to hang out with. Aww. Yeah, I hope everyone who's having a hard time, you know, I hope it eases soon and you get some relief. You know, even with the winter, you know, I'm almost always in a constant flare. I still may occasionally have a really good day. You know, it's just kind of a fact of life for me that winters suck. And of course I'm here staying in New York, you know. I don't have any family left here, you know, I just have a couple of friends, and I think my fear is when I moved to South Carolina, I was told that, you know, I would essentially get all the same benefits I got here in New York. Not true. Essentially, all I was able to get was food stamps. I had no insurance, I had no cash assistance, nothing. And I had still not won my disability case yet, so that was all I was able to support myself on. So, yeah. So now I'm terrified of moving to any other state, even though I do have my disability now, because of what I may or may not qualify for. Alright, I know I missed some. Let me scroll back. Killer Kitty says, gotcha, I am sorry, I have literally made no progress. It is so frustrating. I can't even turn myself in bed. It's getting really old. Oh, I've been there, Kitty. I am so sorry. Sending you tons of spoons. Lady Cricket Bug says, doing okay, just a stressful few days after the weather is getting colder, so that of course makes things so much more fun. Oh yeah, it does. Mrs. Ronan hugs everybody. And I think I'm caught up. Yes, lots of gentle, snuggly, spoony kitty hugs. You know, I know we're all suffering, and that makes me appreciate it all more that you guys have chosen that, you know, even though you're kind of not feeling great, you've chosen to hang out with me. You know, that means a lot to me. You know, it's just, promise me you guys are resting. You know, I get yelled at all the time about, oh, make sure you're resting, Abs. Yeah, okay, you guys too. Alright, so we're just now shaping move nearer to Ams. I don't know, I might be wanting to move south. I'm not sure how many more New York winters I'm going to be able to take. I'm just, like I said, I'm nervous about moving because I don't want to lose anything. I'm barely making it by as it is, you know? But I find ways. Do as we say, not as we do. Meow. I'm a sweet and innocent kitty. I've never pushed it too far. Ever. I swear. Not gotten stubborn or anything. Right, Ronan? We're not stubborn, are we? Nope. Don't know what everyone's talking about. Alright, yellow petal is going on. I don't know if Solarhawk is still here or not, but I was able to listen to their music. Very beautiful, by the way. I know I talked about this earlier. I had to have. My brain tells me I did. Who knows? But yes, beautiful music. So we'll have to find a way that we can get that working. Mel says, of course none of us push ourselves too far. Nope. Mrs. Madronin says never, and anyone who says otherwise is lying. Mel says, this is my version of knitters and natters that doesn't involve leaving my sofa. There we go. Alright, so we now have another yellow petal added. So you can tell how it's a little bit different because it's, you know, even though it's still glass, it's not check, but it's still glass. Alright, on to the next. Once we clean these guys up, next one is going to be Mrs. Madronin's. Oh my goodness, Squid was here and I didn't gift her a sub. Oh, I knew I was forgetting something. Oh, that was more of a mess than let me see if I can scroll back and still find Squudge. So I see her. Haha, there she is. You know, I never even saw Squudgecraft giving Luna treats. I didn't hear that either. There. Now my three sisters have subs. I know I'm essentially paying myself, but I want to make sure that, you know, you guys aren't bothered with ads and all that nasty stuff. Alright, but yeah, so there we'll see the center. You see where we're coming back around to the first start of the outside, then we're just going to keep overlapping, going halfway, about halfway, and just keep overlapping. So now Squid will have to pick another color once we see her again. So thank you guys. Yeah, me and those onions, you know. Gonna have to make some French onion soup with that. Yeah, let me see. Alright, there's the Nightbot ones, Ronan. When you have time, you know, if you're not feeling good, take the break. Hint, hint. But that'll give you the links that, you know, when you're feeling better, you can take a peek at the Nightbot ones, so we can switch them over to Stream Elements and then just get rid of Nightbot. Okay. Onion ninjas, they get you every time. Oh yeah. I bet she picks red since she did purple. You know what? I think, yep, she'll probably do red next. So. There is Ronan's green, I believe. And this is like an emerald green. So. that's gonna be fun. Ah, got the coffee because we all know how, you know, Ams loves her coffee. Oh, Ronan, I love you, hun. Please do not stress yourself out too much. I appreciate you and love you. I just don't want you to make yourself worse, so promise me if you start to get tired or, you know, the pain gets too bad or whatever, you'll listen to your body and... Alright, thank you. That is all I'll ask. I understand you're stubborn like me. You get something in your mind and you want to get it done. Hence my 4 a.m. crafting splurge. I might be able to get one more petal out of this. So let's see. Yeah, I'll have to figure out how to stop the Nightbot because I closed the browser web page that it was open on. Maybe I just have to sign out. Look at that, just enough. I might even have enough for another one. We'll see. Might be pushing it trying to get another one out of this. Because then I'll have to move to 24 gauge, which is a little bit bigger. I like the 26 gauge because the wire is not as noticeable on the roses. The 24 gauge is a little more noticeable. Where did I set? Oh, duh. My hand is right next to it. I'm like, where did I set the rose? Durr. My hand's sitting literally right next to it. But you notice, like, you do see a little bit of wire. But with the 24 gauge, it's even more noticeable. So... you definitely don't want to go down to 22 or 20 because you won't even be able to get the seed beads on at that point. Aw, Ronan. I love you. Yes, I'm a bacon-holic along with a coffee-holic. My comfort days. Ooh, I can give you guys a cool cooking tip if you don't know already. My comfort days consist of chocolate, coffee, bacon, and black olives. Weird combination, I know. I don't eat them all together at the same time. But with bacon, if you do not want the mess of cleanup, you don't want to have to sit over a hot pan, you turn your oven on to 350, and depending on the thickness of the bacon, they only take about 20 minutes to cook. You line your cookie sheet with aluminum foil. That makes for no cleanup. And let me tell you, it's good bacon. Now I make something also called candied bacon, which is sinful, and I'm going to warn you ahead of time, it is a diabetic's nightmare. But I still occasionally treat myself, just not crazily. You take brown sugar and sprinkle it over your bacon before you bake it, and then you bake it. Oh, that stuff is so good. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, Ams is naughty occasionally, but I keep my sugar in check. I keep watch on things. Ooh. Those almost flew off. I can't believe one didn't fly off. Kitty says, oh yeah, oh yeah, my husband does that. It's so much easier. Isn't it? It's like, oh, you don't eat meat though. Have him do it with tofu bacon. I bet you that would be good. And there is some good tofu meat out there that, or tofu meat, but tofu like meat that tastes like the real thing. Tofu bacon sucks, brown sugar might help. Okay. Yeah, I remember I used to get, is it Boca Burger? You can remove Nightbot completely. Let me see if logging out of it will get rid of it. Nightbot TV. Doesn't even show I'm logged in. So it shouldn't be. Huh. Can we ban Nightbot without getting in trouble? Just ban him? Need to deactivate it. Okay. Need to deactivate it. Alright, I'll do that after stream. Killer Kitty says there is lots of great meat substitutes, they just haven't made a good bacon yet. Ah, okay. Now get this. You know how Burger King has the Impossible Whopper? My friend goes in, orders the Impossible Burger, then asks them to add bacon. They give him looks like what he's doing is blasphemy. And I don't think he realizes, like, people think he's, like, joking. But I get a chuckle every time when he orders because they just look at him like, what are you doing? You're ordering a vegetarian, vegan / whatever burger and then you're adding meat to it. He's just like, I just like how they taste. And he loves bacon like me. Mrs. Ronan says, so over the next few days we will sort sounds out and then we can continue adding more sounds and commands that you want. But for now we are all working with what we have. Sounds great. Mel says, oh, I had no idea what that burger was. Yeah, the Impossible Burger is a vegetarian / vegan option for people who want to eat at Burger King and still want to taste the burger, but have plant-based meat. Or, yeah. So, yeah. He goes in and he even adds, he like orders double bacon, which is even more funny. I'm gonna have to call him and see what he's doing tonight and see if he wants to go for a burger. Yep. Now I'm back to counting because these ones are the check beads. Pretty crystal beads. These one have a silver core, so they're even more sparkly. Killer Kitty says, I eat Impossible Burgers at home. That's my favorite brand. Awesome. Now, I've tried the Impossible Burger, and, you know, it's okay. It's good. It's nothing, like, absolutely, you know, exceptional. It does taste like a, Whopper. I just can't see spending $11 on a burger that you can spend, like, $6 and it tastes the same. So, you never had Burger King's? Try it, Kitty. It's really good. If you want to have Burger King, yeah, it's like expensive, but I think you're paying more for the notion than the product. Yeah, Burger King is pretty good. Yeah, $11 on a burger. One burger. That's no sides, that's no drink. So they might have slashed the prices on it since it's been out a while, but last time I remembered looking at it, it said $11 for the burger. Now you think that's bad. There's a company called Five Guys, and you can build a burger there, and you can spend over $20 on just a burger at this place. I've never been there. I cannot justify the price of going there. You know, when you're on limited funds, you kind of question, okay, where do I want to spend my funds this month? That's also why I'm so very happy that Squudge agrees to take payment plans for me. Let me tell you, I'll probably be paying the woman off the rest of my life, which I don't mind because, you know, she is absolutely talented. And Ronan, I'm ordering from you next. So get your creative juices ready, because after the new year, I'm visiting you. Mrs. Ronan says, I mean, I know BK is expensive here, but not that bad. The Killer Kitty says, Impossible Burgers in the grocery store is more expensive than other meat substitutes. It's so much better, though. Mel says, I know an American guy who seems to live off takeoff food. Five Guys, Mackie D's, Chick-fil-A, you name it. Yep. Ronan says, always ready for you, Ams. Aww. Well, you know. Hi, Jess. Welcome in. How are you? Hello, hello, hello. Goodness, all these people stopping in, seeing me. Y'all are awesome. Thank you. Gonna make me cry. I love that you're all stopping in to visit. It is so appreciated. You know, even with the lurkers, you know, the lurkers are loved just as much as, you know, the chatters. So if you're in here lurking, thank you. You know, you guys made my day. You made a really bad, well, not really bad, but a rough day a whole lot better, and I'm so glad. So glad I decided to go ahead and stream today, because I was questioning it earlier this morning when I first got up, and it felt like a Mack truck hit me. And then I was thrown into an industrial blender. You ever have one of those days, people? You just feel like, you know, roadkill. Lady Cricketbug says, I've never seen you live till tonight. I normally do mornings, but I'm going to try and do an afternoon one, maybe Monday afternoons. So everyone's like, every day, yep. Oh gods, yes. Oh yes, same here. Yes, feeling like roadkill currently. Alright, yeah. I was roadkill and then some this morning. But, you know, I'm like, nope, I enjoy streaming. I love hanging out with people that are amazing. You know, this community, you know, the crafting community is so amazing, so supportive, you know, caring and kind, and just thank you guys. I know I'm doing onions again. I'm sorry. Hi, Jess says, I'm having my woman issues, which I've not had for ages. Oh, my woman's issues are, I've been fighting for a hysterectomy for 4 years. And every time I meet what they say they need me to, there's a new hoop to jump through. I'll have my period multiple times a month, and it's always like super heavy, and I'll pass like fibroids or whatever you want to call them, like the size of my fist, and the pain will get so bad I'll pass out. So I understand women's issues, and no matter how minor or major yours are, my heart goes out to you. Nobody should suffer like that. You know, even in the slightest little bit of women's pain. You know, we deal with enough, you know. Let's not add women's issues to it. Come on, Mother Nature. I have polycystic ovarian syndrome. So, I also have, it's, what is it called? Not a dangerous tumor that's been growing in my uterus, and they've been keeping an eye on it. But chunks of it will occasionally break off, and that's the fibroids that I'll pass. Hello, Bamboozled! Welcome in, welcome in. Sorry, we're talking lady stuff. Bamboozled DVA is from Sarah Beanie's community. Can we get a shout out for Bamboozled? Anybody anybody who streams, please say hi or type in #1 so we can get a shout out for you. And this, I want to make sure everybody gets a good shout out. I'm a huge supporter of supporting streamers. I've got to promote yourself in my Discord. So yeah, everybody that streams, I would love to have a shout out for you guys. I started out very small, way back when Twitch started. I had maybe 2 viewers. That's back when you could show movies and play music and not get in trouble. And then I left for a while and came back and continued building, and saying, oh yeah, I'll stream eventually. Yeah, well, I finally did. And I think my road for affiliate was a little bit quicker than other people's, just because I had been around so much and had people follow me for so long that, I just needed to get my hours in and my viewership in. You know what? I'm not counting anymore. Whoops. But I want to make sure that, to support everyone, because I had such wonderful support. So, and I have all you guys, and, I've been very blessed. I'm not used to it, but I want to make sure that, I give back and that everybody, everyone gets the support and whatever they want to. So yes, oh, thank you for the hugs. This is not looking right, but it would help if I actually counted. Oh, okay. I'm gonna have to count because my OCD is kicking in. So, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep, I was 2 extra on that. Where did my ring go? Discord. Yes, I have a Discord. So feel free to join. You can share your projects. I've got a couple different channels in there for different interests. If there's anything extra you would like to see in there, I think if you do !Discord, that should give you the link. Although I am debating whether I want that. The crafting community had some issues earlier this year, and a lot of people have gone to invite only. But for the now, since there's no issues, I think you can just type !Discord, and that will get you into the Discord. We have not added that command to the stream element. Okay, don't worry about doing that yet, Ronan. Just for the reasoning of, we might do that invite only. But for now, we've, you guys today, there's also, a link below the video, or should be, or an about me, if you want to join up. Sometimes I even do movies. We're supposed to be doing The Nightmare Before Christmas soon. Oh, you DM'd me about it earlier. Okay, good, 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 good. All right. Yeah, when Stream Elements goes into, or Streamlabs goes into streamer mode, it mutes your Discord so you don't hear any beeps or you don't get any notifications. So I will get with you very soon about that. Has anyone noticed any, we've been streaming for an hour and a half, has anyone noticed any ads? Bamboozle DBA says, hope your day is going well. Sorry if I end late. Was cooking dinner. Thank you very much for the shout out. You're most welcome. What are you having for dinner, Bamboozle? I am doing okay. I'm in the middle of a little bit of a flare up right now, but I'm hanging in there, and right side of the grass. As long as I'm right side of the grass, I'll try to find something I'm thankful about and just be appreciative that, I've got another day. So, calzone. Ooh, calzone. Hi, Jess is having a cheese sarnie. Oh, you guys are all welcome for your shout outs. Like I said, I'm huge into supporting people. Just because, we just celebrated 300 followers. Uh-oh. Ads? Oh no, I'm sorry everybody. Oh. Y'all, I just noticed I have been streaming for an hour and a half and it doesn't even feel it. So that's good. That tells me we can hopefully finish up these petals, and if I have enough spoons and energy, I might even work on a wreath. Mel says it's okay, these things do have to happen. Oh, do the stretch. Hi, Jess says, time flies when you're having fun. Yes, it does. And I always have fun with you guys. So, again, thank you. I love you guys. I'm doing my stretchies. Today's hydration is a peach mango crystal light type drink instead of my blueberry acai. There's that. I'm going to take just a moment to shift a little bit. So what did you guys think about a Q&A night, or just a Q&A time, or a redeem, where you guys can ask like different questions and stuff to, get to know your streamer better, or even like pose a question to the chat, as long as it's nothing that's too prying, or something that isn't offensive and we don't break TOS. Simple things like, where was your favorite childhood place to go? Me, it was a creek that was about 2 blocks away from my home. And it had different waterfalls and stuff like that I could visit. And me, I was always a waterfall kid. I loved my waterfalls. And we would block up some of it during the summertime so that we could go swimming. We would find crawdads and, garter snakes, and if you hiked up further up, there was this really big waterfall. And let me just tell you, I wish I had my mom had bought me a camera when I was younger. Just a little pink Vivitar, generic off-brand camera, because she was taking photography classes and noticed that I really enjoyed it. And I wish I had taken the camera along one of those times and taken some pictures, because there's just so many fond memories of that little creek and just beautiful scenery. Lady Cricket Bug says, me too, creek baby. Mel Signer says, to my grandpa's, we visited at least twice a year, mom's side in Scotland, and I always loved it so much. Oh, I loved going to my grandparents, but more because my grandfather and I were like two peas in a pod. Grandmother thought that I should be much more of a girl than a tomboy. So yeah. Bamboozled DBA says, mine was campground called Trout Lake. Awesome place, lots of waterfalls and tons of hiking trails. Oh, yes. That's one of the things I've missed since becoming sick is I can't hike and camp like I used to. And I mean, I would camp all over the United States. I would, you know, all over all over New York and Pennsylvania. Killer Kitty says, Arcadia National Park in Maine with her dad. Aww. Yeah, I mean, I loved nature. You know, I used to beg my dad to take me hunting. It wasn't until my brother started dating my best friend in high school that she talked my dad and brother and both letting us take hunting courses so we could go out hunting. And the first time we went out hunting, she and I both bagged a deer, and my brother and dad did not. Man, was that a hilarious ride home. They were so mad. They were like, girls got the deer. I'm like, yeah, the girls got the deer because we're good. Lady Cricket Bug says, oh my god, agreed. I miss camping and hiking. Aw. I mean, if I had something that was like an elevated bed that I could put an air mattress on top of, that wasn't too heavy to carry into the camping site, then yeah, absolutely. Oh goodness. I'm not sure if you guys heard that, but a bird just flew into my window. Poor little guy. That made me jump. I mean, he hopped back up and he's kind of sitting there a little dazed, but he looks alright. Killer Kitty says, I still camp, not nearly enough. I can't hike anymore. I miss it, yeah. Bamboozle said, me either. I used to hike so much when I was a wildland firefighter, but do my failing heart and bad knees, I can't do things anymore. Aww. Tweety has stars above its head now. Poor baby. Yeah. Yeah. Well, see, I live on the 5th floor, Mel, so, and I leave the sliding glass door closed because I'm terrified Luna would leap off trying to catch the birdies, and she doesn't fly. So no one's going to bother the birdie, so he's safe on my 5th floor balcony. So, oh, camera's starting to not be happy. But yeah, he's just sitting there chilling, recovering. Luna hasn't seen him yet. As you guys can see, she's tromping across my lap like, pay attention to me, Mom. Pay attention. Yep, he can sit and recover. Alright, Lady Cricket Bug. Yeah, I'll get dinner after I stream and take my dinner meds then. Alright, now I'm not even touching this. And it's flipping. So it's gotta be... If I move the wire, does it do anything? No. Well, it does a little. I don't know. Let me see if I can move stuff. Lift it up. Luna and Mommy. Yeah, I gotta figure out something. Hi, Shipwreck. Welcome on in. Yeah, Kitty, I just need to get a better than a $25 webcam. So, like I said, after we do the microphone, webcam will be next. So that way my audio is a little bit better. And yes, I haven't brushed my hair today. That's why I wasn't really being on cam, but yep, snuggle times with Luna. She says, "You need to take a break, Mom. You've been working for an hour and a half." Hi, Qui-Gon Quasar. Hanging in there. How are you guys doing? How are you doing, Shipwreck? Also, hello to anybody I may have missed saying hi to. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. But yes, this is my crazy little Luna. Let me see if I can get her stubby tail in. Don't mind the messy kitty floor. She's looking. She sees herself on TV. Whenever I do a telehealth meeting, it's funny, she'll get right up into the camera. We can't show your tail. We're trying. Maybe if I go down a little. Oh, there it is. There's her tail. Little meows. There, now you don't have to see my ugly mug. Just me and my PJs. Yep, she's a Manx kitty, so that's normal. She didn't have an accident or anything like that. That's just the way she was born. She's like, yep, I was born with a stubby tail. So, and she's actually kind of small for being a Manx. So more than likely she was the runt. Which is fine. We like the small ones too. Aw. Thank you guys. Alright, Bamboozled, take care. Yep, she's more of, oh, when I first knew I was going to adopt a Manx, I started doing all this research. And there's actually three different kinds of tails. There's the really, really nubby kind, there's this size, and then there's like almost like no tail. And, she's got the long tail for a Manx. Yep. May have been the runt, but she's got the long tail. And she was a rescue from a hoarder. He had like over 60 cats, about 40 dogs, and a whole bunch of different cage type animals like rats and guinea pigs and stuff like that. So we're not sure whether her siblings had the same length of tail as she did or not, because several different shelters had to come in to take in all the animals, because they just, one shelter did not have enough room for all of these animals. And now, mind you, this guy was living in a one-bedroom apartment with all these animals. And most of them were not socialized. So when I went in looking for a black cat, they're like, well, we have a black cat, but they're very shy and you may not see them. No, you may not put your claws in my PJs. Well, I wasn't in that viewing room more than 3 seconds, and this little thing had scaled my leg and crawled into my arms and was like, take me home. So, thank you guys. Yeah, she's pretty. She's trying to eat mommy, which means she's gonna have to get off my lap soon because mommy doesn't like being eaten. No. No. You're not allowed to eat mommy. Who's gonna feed you? Yeah, think about that. Yeah. Yep, she chose me. So, and I've been very lucky to have her, because she saved me as much as I saved her. No biting! Why are you getting attitude, little miss? We're not gonna play this game. Come on. She's like, but Mom, you're tasty. It's all that bacon you eat. No, you're not gonna steal the pencil. Let me tell you. Yeah, it was just a little love bite, but sometimes she gets a little, she doesn't realize that it, she bites a little too hard and it hurts. So, we try to nip it in the bud when she starts doing it. Some cats are more orally fixated. Amelia's that way. Yeah. Now she's gonna sit here and take up space. I don't know if you can see her just slightly off to the side of the camera here. But there's a toe. Oh, you got to see a base. Oh, and then she walks across. Yep. Are you crap blocking me? Huh? But Mom, I wasn't done loving. You know how spoiled you are? Yeah, do you know how spoiled you are? Mommy's trying to get stuff done. Kitty says she drives me crazy with her biting. Yeah, yeah. Luna does the same thing. She just wants to take a nibble out of Mom. Oh, thank you for following Secret Window Boutique. Welcome on in. I hope you're having a good day. We're just taking a little break from making these subscriber rose petals. When someone subscribes, they get to choose a color. And a little petal is made and it's put on the seed bead rose. Oh, you could probably see a Luna nose sniffing. Maybe not. Yep. Up and close and personal, Luna. Oh, you went to Joanne Fabrics. Nice. I like Joanne Fabrics. Come on. Come on. Get down. Come on. Come on. You came in because of the kitty. Aw. Yeah, that's Luna. She is our mascot. She is the owner of the stream. Let's see here. That tells you a little about Luna. They were having a good sale. Ooh, even better. Better sale tomorrow, so I'm going back. Ooh, nice. And Lady Cricket Bug says, and suddenly I have an Izzy in my lap. You cannot steal that. I know you think it's pretty. I will make you one for yourself. How's that? Alright, we will make one for you. Sad you have to bribe a cat to leave your rose alone. But yes, our wonderful Mrs. Mad Rodin wrote this up about Luna. Goddess Luna is the mascot of the stream. She rules over the home and all the crafts her human creates. She will allow her human to give her cuddles, but truth is, Luna loves to snuggle and always wants her human to smile. Yep. Sometimes she drives me crazy. She's sitting on the arm of the chair here, and I'm scritching behind her ears, and she's drooling and got her head pressed up against the desk, and must pay the tithes so I can craft. Oh, she's trying to sneak back on the lap. I see you, miss. And help type. Yeah, Luna has walked over the keyboard before. She once did something that I had no clue how to undo, and I had to have a friend come over and help me, and she pressed one of the F keys up top because she just kind of just stomped all over the keyboard. Yeah, I love the craft holiday sales. That's one of the few times I will venture out of my little hermit cave is to go to craft stores for their sales during this time of year. I am thankful Walmart delivers, because I worked at Walmart for probably about 6 years. I worked every Black Friday event. I hate crowds now. I cannot stand, busy, crazy stores like that. You will not catch me out on Black Friday trying to get a sale on a toaster. I shop from the safety of my home and let the crazies have fun. Nope. That's also why I try to get my Christmas gifts done. No, you leave that alone. Down. If you're gonna be bad, get down. Come on, don't give me that look. Go on. Keeps trying to steal my craft supplies. She's stolen enough of them. Yeah, I try to get done in August so that the stress is over. I know I've got everything done and taken care of. Secret Window Boutique says, I prefer curbside pickup to going in. I use oxygen, so it's way easier. Yep. Only cyber deals, that's it, says Killer Kitty. Hi Jet said, haha, my Nelson will do that if I drop any on the floor. Yeah. If it's dropped on the floor and she knows it's something I need, I can say goodbye to it, because she is a quick little klepto. It's like, yep, it's hers now. I have to crawl under my bed to get it, because that's where her kitty hoard is. Alright, she's hopped down. Go into the kitchen. I will soon hear her cry because she's missing 4 cat kernels from her dry food bowl. Mind you, I keep it full all the time. Almost off screen there, guys. I'm sorry. I'm trying to pay attention. lost count there again. Easy to do with tiny little seed beads. Killer Kitty says, Amelia steals from my hands. She is a brazen little thief. I am officially out of nail files. They must all be in her hoard. Yep. And now Luna has two hoards. One that I have not quite found yet. I thought I knew where it was, and she psyched me out. It was just a bunch of her toys. Nothing of mine. And the one under my bed. So the one I have not found yet is like her truly cherished items. Like, you know, my favorite pair of earrings she has there. A couple of craft tools that I have since replaced because I've given up trying to find them. Some gemstones because, you know, Mommy likes gemstones and they're pretty and shiny, so let's steal them. Yep. Killer Kitty says she sounds like a dragon hiding gemstones. Yes, I think she was a dragon in a past life. I honestly do. She has her hoard. Oh, bear with me here, let me catch up. Lady Cricket Bug says, Izzy is now pouting at me because I made her get down off of me and onto the bed. She was sitting in my lap at my craft desk, but that wasn't good enough. She had to lay her head over my crochet hook so I couldn't see what I was doing, and it had to love on her. Yeah, Luna will do that. I have a picture somewhere where she was, I was making a lap blanket for a friend, and you can see her like grabbed onto the crochet hook, and she's looking like she's like sitting there helping me crochet, but in reality she wanted attention and was like, love me, not work on that. And my friend was coming in like within the next week, and I wasn't even like halfway done with it yet, so I'm sitting there like panicking because, you know, last minute he decided he was going to come up for the holidays, and I'm like, oh, okay, I don't have until January to finish this. I need to finish this now. Killer Kitty says, well, how dare you live your life and not just constantly appease her. Yep. Yep. That's how it be, don't it? Eight. 10. I'm trying to count now. Lady Cricket Bug says, literally sat with her for hours this morning at my computer desk. Believe her, she's totally unloved and likely unfed, really. Yep. Yep. Same with Luna. She's so unloved. So guys, I apologize for the webcam. It's been a known issue. I will try to fix it as soon as I can. It just likes to freak out. But I'll be asking some of the other people whom I visit their streams what cameras they use, what ones they might suggest. Yep, anybody who comes visit, Luna will suck in her gut and pretend like she's been starved. But if she doesn't catch you watching her, if you actually look at her, you can barely see her back feet. Her belly flops over them, which is hilarious. But then as soon as you look at her, she tries to suck her gut in. Like, I'm starving. Please, someone give me some treats. This woman never feeds me. Yeah. Yep. According to her, that's her sad life. She starved to death. Yes, she is a little drama kitty. So, and sometimes I'll have friends come over and we'll have lunch or dinner together. And it's funny because she will sit and just very sad. You have very sad eyes. My friend Bill falls for it. My friend Betty knows better because she's tried to pull this on Betty more than once. And Betty's like, I know you're not starving. You got a gut bigger than me. And I'm like, wow. But Luna has learned that she cannot fool Aunt Betty. But Bill is a pushover. He'll give her anything and everything. And I'm like, she can't have that. And he's like, is it just because you don't want her to have it, or is it bad for her? I'm like, yeah, it's very bad for her. And he's like, oh, okay. So he knows, like, certain things, you cannot give to a cat. But he's like, well, she can have chicken, can't she? And I'm like, yeah. So she absolutely loves Uncle Bill. She has him wrapped around her little paw. Yep. She'll even flop over and suck her belly in even more and pretend she's dying. Like, you're not dying, cat. You eat better than I do. Way better than I do. Killer Kitty says, I would spoil her. I know it's safe, though. I am a sucker, though. Aww. Lady Cricket Bug says, aw, Juliet is poking her head out of her cave to say hello. Hello, Juliet. Yeah, I used to be a pushover with her. With Luna. Just because I know she came from a very sad story. She was a bit malnourished because, the guy just couldn't take care of them all, and that's, when the state stepped in and kind of was like, we got too many animals for a one-bedroom apartment. Just cats and dogs alone, he had 100 animals in a one-bedroom apartment. Mel redeemed, give treats. Alright, one sec. Let's set that there. Luna! Your Auntie Mel wants to spoil you. Let's get a let's use Mommy's napkin from earlier. I do have one sticky left, so we will do the sticky. We will tear it up, or I need a pair of scissors. We'll tear it up for her because she won't eat it otherwise. Yes, Auntie Mel gave you treats. Yeah. I'm not going to feed you up here because you're just going to paw them down to the floor, and then you're going to chase them, and then Mommy will step on them later and go, what the hell was that? So we're just breaking them up because she won't eat it any other way, and she's got to have them tiny little bite size. Little spoiled brat. Alright. There's the sticky all broken up for her. Come on. Say thank you, Auntie Mel. Yeah, Mel, that was a lot. 100 animals in a one-bedroom apartment. That was just the cats and dogs. He had mice and guinea pigs and snakes and birds and stuff like that, too. So could you imagine that apartment? Mrs. Mad Ronan says, right, my lovely, I really need to go rest. I love you all. Stay safe and well. Okay, Ronan, much love to you. Bye-bye. Get some good rest. I will probably stream tomorrow morning back at my usual time. But yeah, the state finally stepped in, and I think he was allowed to keep one cat. But everything else was taken away from him. So, and he was, you know, he had some developmental issues. I think it was more mental health than anything. So they were like, well, you know, he does need an emotional support animal. We'll allow him to choose the one animal he wants. So he chose the one he wanted, and all the rest were taken to shelters, and they were all taken to no-kill shelters, which is, you know, I'm thankful for that, you know. It's not an animal's fault that it doesn't get adopted in a, you know, predetermined time. So, I don't know, I can't handle shelters that euthanize animals for no other reason than they weren't adopted. Because I wouldn't have gotten Luna. Luna was at the shelter for 2 years. And it just absolutely kills me, the thought that had she gone anywhere else, Kitty said, oh, that is so good. I try to encourage everyone to use no-kill shelters. Yep. Yeah, 2 years is a long time for an animal to be at a shelter, especially a cat. Because with cats, you know, they're just so overrun because people don't want their cat no more for some reason, and they decide to drop it off somewhere, and then the cat population booms because people don't spay or neuter their animals. And we have, you know, a cat population problem, and, you know, they wind up in shelters where they get overrun, and the shelters then decide to, you know, no other reason that they just don't have the room for them anymore, they euthanize them. And I absolutely hate that. I think it's a bad, stupid practice. Mel says, I always adopt so many animals who need new homes. Exactly. And with Luna being adopted from the shelter a couple towns over, she had all of her shots. She's microchipped. She was fixed. That's why you see the little clip on the one ear. Shelters will do that to mark an animal has been fixed. And you know, they even reduced the adoption fee for me because um, you know, she had been there so long, and she was, you know, she came in as a kitten, and so when I adopted her, she was about 2 years old. So they're like, so since she's a little bit of an older kitty and she's been with us for a while, we're gonna reduce. So if you were to go have your animal fixed and all the shots done and everything, you're talking a couple $100s. And then the microchipping is another couple $100. I adopted Luna for $60. So when you adopt from a shelter, not only do you get the reduced prices for all the shots and everything else, but you cannot eat the stem. Ow, that's my boob. She just accidentally nailed my boob. Bear with me, guys. I'm trying to fix a rose that a kitty wants to play with. Alright. That, my friends, is the second row of petals. Yep. Now we get to work on the next petal. That's the last petal of our subby petals. And I might even have just enough wire to do this one. So, before I start, hey now, before I do start though, I'm probably going to take a short break. I've been sitting for a little over 2 hours now. I need to, you know, get up, stretch a little bit, stretch out my back. Engage Luna into one of her toys so she's not trying to eat the camera stand. She has great interest in it now. You cannot eat that either. No, it's not good for you. Alright, another one down. Yep, refill the water bottle, stretch. Everyone, you know, while we take this brief break, you know, please take care of yourselves as well. Make sure you're stretching. Go to the potty if you gotta go potty. I know I've been streaming for 2 hours. Refill your drinks, get something to eat if you need to. Do some self-care. I'll be back shortly. Oh, I won't go too long, kitty, I promise. I promise. I'm just gonna, we got the one more petal, and then I think after we're finished with that petal, we'll call it a night, depending on how I feel. So who knows, maybe I can get my back to do the xylophone crack and you'll feel good again. So I don't want to keep you guys too long either, because I know sitting in one spot for a while can be a pain in the ass. So, yep. Alright, let's go over to the intermission screen, and we'll be back. Alright, I'm back. Thank you for your patience. Thank you, thank you. Okay. Hi, Solar Hawk. Welcome back. You missed your extra petal going on. Right there it is. Yeah, everything cracked and popped, so I'm not sure whether it's a good crack or pop yet, but I stretched and did the belly dancers pose, which is funnily enough, when I was doing physical therapy, they had me do that exact same pose to stretch my back out to help decompress my back, and it did the xylophone thing, but I'm not sure if it's a good xylophone thing yet or not, so we shall see. Now we're doing Artful Killer's subscription pedal. And Solar Hawk, I don't know if you heard me earlier say, I have listened to the music you sent. It is amazing. I just need to figure out sound and stuff. For some reason it's not picking up my desktop audio. So once I can get that figured out, our starting screen and intermission and ending screen will feature your music if you're okay with that. So I just want to make sure I get your... I know you said I could use it, but I still want to get your okay before we do it. Awesome. Yay! So, yep, we will be featuring that. Rain, 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 rain. Lady Cricket Bug says, AFK, gotta see to a pupper. Aw, pupper! Killer Kitty says, oh, I have a birthday stream suggestion for the raid later. Okay. Okay, Kitty. We will go with that. Hopefully this next pedal won't take so long so we can catch up with that person. I'll do the wreath tomorrow morning stream. Save that for a craft to do for tomorrow morning. I want to do another wreath just so that I have an extra gift to give if I need it. And then I'm also going to do a garland. Between my kitchen and living room there is a wall, but it has a little cutout that you can see through to the kitchen into the living room, or into the living room into the kitchen. So I want to make a cool garland to hang up over that, and put in some flashing Christmas lights. I've got snowflake ones that are real pretty, so I'm going to be putting that into a garland. So tomorrow is wreath and garland day, so that should be about 11 a.m. Eastern, for those of you that are interested. Luna, honey, we have cuddled all day. We have. Whether you like to believe it or not, we have cuddled all day. Yes. Aw, she touched noses with me. How can I say no to that? Guys, help. Alright. Oh, sure, I go to move the camera and you hop off my lap. Your adoring fans want to see you. Here. Oh. Part of her is under the desk. This is what I deal with all the time, guys. So you guys can maybe see her face when she decides to show her face. Yep, there's her stubby tail. She's like, Mom, I love you. You're hiding from your adoring fans. Hmm? Hey. You are hiding your cute face from your adoring fans. See? They want to see you. They want to see you. In your pretty eyes. Yes. Yeah, they're like a yellow-green. She's got that little soul patch. Yep, she's got the little patch. But yeah, this is me and my big overstuffed chair. This is what we do all day. All day. Oh, you can hear her little meows. Yeah. Are you talking to them? Something's got her attention. Is it the moving emojis? Is that getting your attention? She's all excited about them because they move. That or she's seeing herself. Yep, she's seeing herself is what it is. Yep. She's like, who's that kitty? That's you. Yep. So see, yeah, right here, this is the ear they took a little clip off to denote that, you know, that she's been fixed. Oh, you guys can't see it probably. Right there. Yeah, she's like sticking her nails in me like, you're not petting me enough, Mom. But yeah, shelters will do that, so that way, if the pet gets adopted and gets loose, that once they get caught again, they know, okay, they're fixed. That nowadays too, they do have the microchip, so that if she were ever to be kitty napped or escape, they just scan the back of your pet's neck, and it brings up your information, and your pet can be returned to you. Also a sign of TNR. What's TNR? Killer Kitty says Amelia hears the meows and her little ears are going looking around. Aww. But yeah. Yep. We're playing the blinking game. When a kitty cat blinks at you, it means they're saying I love you. And we'll just sit there and blink back and forth at each other. You need to trim your toenails. Yep, it's the Luna show now, guys. I'm sorry. We were going to work on another petal until little Miss here decided it was snuggle time again. That's okay, your fans wanted to see you. Yep. I only co-host. Secret Window Boutique says microchips are one of the best things ever. Yes. Yes. I mean, it doesn't hurt the animal. It doesn't affect their, quality of life or anything. And it makes sure that if they do become lost, they can be returned home. Yeah, I wouldn't know what to do if I lost you. Probably bawl my eyes out. Yeah, you know it. Yeah. She's giving me the lazy snuggle eyes. Oh, Secret Window Boutique says trap, neuter, return. Right, okay. So a stray or feral cat can be trapped and get fixed and then returned to where it was. This is a good thing as it will control the feral stray population and also return the cat. Returning the cat will often prevent more from moving in. Generally, if the cat is feral, it's returned, but if it's able to be socialized, it is often then put into foster and or rescue so it can be adopted. Yeah, most of the cats were not very socialized that came from the hoarding situation Luna came from, and they worked a lot with them. And like I said, I was told she was a very, very, very shy cat. Yeah, she looks shy, doesn't she? She's been like this since day one with me. Yep. What's up with your eye? Why are you squinting it? Are you doing that for attention? Let me see your eye. Come on, look at me. Mel says, I'm gonna head off now. Jethro wants snuggles on the sofa. Thanks for co-hosting the stream with Luna. You're welcome, Mel. Thank you for stopping in. I hope you have a good night. Yep, she was just waiting for her person to come along. And let me tell you, when she claimed me, she wouldn't let any other cat near me. She would like push them away, like, no, my human. It was so cute. She wouldn't let any other cat, not even the ones that she was in the same home with, come anywhere near me. She's like, yep, this is my human. Y'all back off. And she's just such a sweet little snuggler. Yep, get underneath the chin. Are you gonna let me finish this petal? Thank you. Yeah, she's my beautiful little girl. Yeah. You're not gonna talk anymore? You're gonna be quiet? Alright, well, let's get the camera moved back. Oh, she doesn't like me moving. She's like, Mom, don't move. She's like, I was just getting comfy. Yeah. Oh, goodness. So does anybody have holiday traditions that they do? With my family, my grandparents owned a farm, so we would go up every Christmas and go on sleigh rides, and my grandfather would pop popcorn, and we would, have a little heater in the sleigh, and we would eat popcorn and ride all over the countryside. It sounds like, something from the 1920s and everything, but it was a lot of fun. Secret Window Boutique says, Tiger doesn't sit on my lap, but he lays on my desk and will often just put his paw on me. Aww. Tiger thinks my keyboard is a pillow, so he lays on it and then ends up sending messages into chat that make no sense. Yeah, Luna's done that a few times. Like, I've fallen asleep, and yeah, I wake up and there's people like, are you okay? Are you having a stroke? I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. And I look and see, I'm like, yeah, Luna's been typing again. So now they just know when they see weird walls of text, of letters and stuff, it's Luna saying hi. And then they talk to her, and she'll sit there and just sit and watch and listen to them talk to her. Yeah, Luna, for the longest time, to make sure, like, I was there and I wasn't leaving her, she would sleep with at least one paw on me or sleep on top of me, like on top of my head. It was so funny because you know how, like, you see someone sit down at a table and rest their arms on the table? She would literally sit on my head, put her heads on my bookshelf headboard, and sit on my head like a human. Just so I wouldn't move. Oh, let me get the Discord for you, Secret. There you go. That should get you in. Alright, little one, you're gonna let me craft? You got out my lap? Oh, get a little more to drink. Well, thank you. Very nice of you to stop by and say hi to us today. Oh, I don't know. Do I have enough spoons to do one more? I think I'm going to save this one for tomorrow. Just because I'm starting to get sore and I don't want to push it too much. Most of my streams in the past were lucky to be an hour. So the fact that I can go 2.5, almost 3 hours now is like nothing short of a miracle. It's because I have a recliner for my computer chair now, and that has made all the difference in the world, let me tell you. Because I put, yes, you can hop up here now that we're cleaning up. Yep. You can see her feet. Her tiny little feet. I put memory foam in the recliner too, which allows me to rest a little better. Alright, let me get out my stream notebook. Welcome back, Lady Cricket Bug. We are just about to raid out. But yeah, like I said, I was lucky to half an hour to an hour to stream previously, and now that I have the recliner, eventually I want to get a zero gravity chair, but that's going to be after years of saving up, because those are expensive. But with a zero gravity chair, it has heat, massage, everything built right into it, and I would be able to stream a little longer. But 2.5, 3 hours is really good for me. So today is Saturday. We had no raids today. Now, Secret Window Boutique, do you stream? Today's the 18th. I feel bad, I forgot to ask. Oh, can we get a shout out, Killer Kitty, for Secret Window Boutique? Let's see here, we did Charms and Petals and Kitty. Who was your suggestion for our raid? I'll put us in our outro screen. I hope to redo the overlays here sometime soon. Just because I've had them for a while. Debbie Cat. Alright, we can absolutely raid Debbie Cat. Secret Window Boutique says, I'm glad I popped in here. Sorry to run. I will leave the tab open to count. Alright, awesome. Much love to all of you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for everyone who subbed and followed and have given biddies and everything. Y'all are amazing. I appreciate you guys so darn much. Here is our raid call. So if you guys want to copy that, anybody who's follower or subscriber, it works for both. We'll go ahead and I hope I did that right. And thank you for joining me. Please make sure to take care of yourselves. Do self-care. Thank you everybody for everything. Much love. And I will see you tomorrow morning.